Hi, I'm Pete May, president of GreenBiz Group, and delighted to be here today with Tom Madrecki, director of Urban Innovation and Mobility. I got your title right, so that's a start at UPS. So it's great to have you here, and preparing for this, I saw that you did a TED Talk on kind of urban issues, and you said that planning was boring, and I'm wondering if you want to start with an apology to the American Planners Association for saying planning is boring, and tell us about why you think planning is boring.
Quite frankly, my apologies to the APA, but I'm not going to apologize.
Okay.
What I really meant by that is that in a past role, one of the things that I've done is train planners how to better communicate with communities, to conduct outreach, to gather input, and really to see themselves as part of what, by its very nature, is almost a political process. Because you're involving the community and you're getting them to walk along a path to their vision of the future. And getting people to participate in that process in a traditional sort of way, to invite somebody in to join for a zoning meeting or like the local town council commission hearing, like not everybody wants to do that, quite frankly, on a weekday night.
Right.
And the way that is presented to communities, the way that people talk about it, the way that their input is incorporated, isn't always the best. And that's really what sort of meant to suggest in doing
So
that.
let's tie it back to UPS. Why is planning important, and why are cities? Why the focus on cities?
So what I think everybody knows and is out there in the public realm is that urbanization is rapidly increasing. It's growing. Cities that were once sort of on the brink are back to life and only going to continue experiencing growth in the future. And as the populations urbanize, as cities get denser, what you have is cities experiencing greater amounts of congestion, air quality issues, and those same cities though also want to increase quality of life for their residents. And so between city sort of political interest in improving the place that they call home for their residents, and then also residents' own consumer demands around e-commerce or just being in a more walkable community, things like that. All of those trends impact companies like UPS that deliver on a day-to-day basis in cities. And so the real sort of my focus is looking at ways to increasingly partner with cities, to collaborate with them, to design mutually beneficial solutions, because congestion, frankly, doesn't benefit anyone.
So along those lines, here at VERGE, we at GreenBiz, working with UPS, have unveiled a study on urban logistics. You've looked at that, and there's obviously a topic you've been studying. What kind of findings struck you coming out of that?
I think the big number that struck me is 95%. 95% of businesses recognize that cities essentially are an issue. The urban issue matters. And that's something that they should care about. And so that, to me, is surprising, because while folks in the planning world, everybody cares about, the future of cities. Everybody sort of, it's a buzzword in a lot of sustainable transportation type fields. But for businesses and sort of private entities to look at that same trend and say that impacts me, that to me speaks volumes.
Good point, and that's a big theme we have here at VERGE. Tom, thanks for coming and sharing your thoughts.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.